Hey, Mike. What? Who's got next?
What's good, y'all? It's your man Hezo, and welcome back to the Blacktop, where I always got next, you feel me? So if y'all have not checked out my last video, I did a recap on Game 5 of last night for my Hawks against the Heat, and we're officially out, off-season coming up. But I just want to let y'all know I'm still here. Content is still coming, man. I'm a Hawks fan, but just because the Hawks are out doesn't mean content's still not coming. I just want to let it be known, because I know a couple people y'all were asking, is that if I'm still going to be doing content. The answer is yes, man. I'm a basketball channel. I'm not just Hawks. I'm a basketball channel. So yes, the Hawks are my team. I do a lot of reviews, especially recently for the Hawks, but at the end of the day, man, I'm a basketball channel. More game recaps are going to be coming. I'm going to be doing stuff during the off-season, all type of stuff like that. I'm going to bring back the What If series come this off-season, so if you're a fan of that, it's coming back. So y'all stay tuned, man. I got a lot more things coming, so I just want to let that be known. So before I dive into everything, as always, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, man. I'm right on the border of my first 200 subscribers, so help your boy out. I greatly appreciate all the support. I love y'all. Y'all showing big support in the comments, and I greatly appreciate it. So with that being said, man, let's get right into it. So the Hawks, man, our season's over, and I think this season did not go the way that we anticipated it would go. Finishing as a 9 seed, it was just not ideal after an Eastern Conference Finals run. I did think that we were one of the most disappointing teams this season after the run we had last year, but injuries, COVID, all that stuff, and that happened with every team, so I'm not going to use that as an excuse. I know DeAndre Hunter missed a big portion of the season with his wrist surgery. John Collins missed a big second half of the regular season. Trae missed some games, Herter missed some games. But at the end of the day, man, we just didn't perform up to expectations. I think we took a step back. Even though Trae played excellent this year, he had an excellent season, minus the first round. Led the league in points, led the league in assists. Great for Trae. DeAndre Hunter, man. This is my guy. I want all DeAndre Hunter haters to come in my comments and admit y'all was wrong. Hawks fans, I know some of y'all Hawks fans out there are saying DeAndre Hunter ain't the dude. Come on, man. This dude is showing why he was a number 4 draft pick. If he didn't play in Game 5 or didn't do what he did in Game 5, we wouldn't even been in the game. It would have been a blowout. DeAndre Hunter dropped, what, 35 and 11? This dude is coming, man. I'm telling you. He is going to be an excellent player. He's a good two-way wing. He can be a key contributor on any championship team, and he plays defense. He can hit the mid-range. He can hit the 3. He is growing in front of our eyes, man. If you're a DeAndre Hunter hater, it's time to come over to the bright side, man, because I've been supporting this dude all year long, and I'm sick of seeing on Twitter that, oh, DeAndre Hunter, I don't know what he's good at, and is he going to get paid, or should the Hawks pay him, blah, 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 all that other bullshit. Come on, man. Dre is a good player, and he ain't a great player yet. He's 24 years old, man. He's in his 3rd league. Give the man some time. Let him get back into the flow. He came off wrist surgery. He came off knee surgery. And I get it. He's injured a lot. But he looked really good in the second half. Well, I wouldn't say that. He didn't look really good because he had some up and downs. But he looked solid. I mean, in my opinion. I think he got a lot of hate for how he looked in the second half of the season. He had some games that were duds. But come on, man. That happens. He ain't Trae. He ain't Luka. He's not a young star. But he's a good young player. We'll see what he can turn into. So I like the core for this young Hawks team, man. I do. But I'm interested to see what's going to happen in this what is going to happen in the offseason. Just a disappointing season overall for my Hawks. Finished as a 9 seed. But kind of to touch on the first round and Trae. I mean, listen, man. Trae is still a star in this league. And I know a couple people have said some things in the comments. Listen, man, I just want to let it be known. Trae is my guy. And I support him to the fullest. And I know my fellow Hawks fans do as well. He can't play defense. I get it. He's not Luka. I get it. But Trae's my dude, man. And he is still a star in this league. He's still an elite point guard in this league. I'm still taking him over Ja Morant, personally. Y'all can say what you want about that. But the Grizzlies are still an excellent team without Ja. They're built better. And they have shown that they can win without Ja. They were like 20-2 without him. Without Trae, man, the Hawks will be lost. Especially during the regular season. A lot of times he would come out the game and they just look lost. Come on. Y'all stop the hate on Trae. He's going to bounce back, man. Like, it is crazy to me how much criticism he is getting for this first round series. I get it. It was a bad series for Trae. one of the worst series, if not the worst series I've seen out of a star player. But come on, dude. Let's not act like Kyrie and KD didn't throw up duds in that series against Boston, against their defense. You see what an elite defense can do against an elite offensive player, especially at Trae being only 6 foot. It's so much harder for a dude to get going. And also, when you don't have your role players stepping up to take some of that pressure off you. Here's the thing, man. Y'all got to understand that if other guys aren't stepping up, that's not opening up the game for Trae. Because now the defense can put more attention on Trae because they're not worried about them other dudes hitting shots and all that. And that's what we saw in this Miami series. Yeah, Bogdanovic had a couple nice games in the fourth quarter, but Huerter was a dud all season, or all series, after what he did in the Eastern Conference against the Sixers last year. He was a complete dud this Miami series. Gallo was nowhere to be found. He shot poorly. He shot, I think, 35% from the field. John Collins didn't do anything coming off injury, man. So, come on. Give my guy Trae some slack. He didn't have his troops stepping up, other than DeAndre Hunter, who was the best player of the entire series, like I said in my last video. And shout out to my boy Dre, man. I love DeAndre Hunter, as I just said. But let's not act like Trae is just now going to take a step back. He needs to take a look in the mirror, really evaluate how he needs to change and watch film. And I do think he needs to cut back on some of them deep threes. I think he needs to slow it down, but that's who Trae is. I don't expect him to, but I think he really needs to take a look in the mirror and take a step back with those deep threes and really just, kind of fill out the game a little bit more take what the defense is giving you. Now, the defense wasn't giving him anything in the Miami series because they were just clamping. Trae is an elite offensive player in this league. He's going to be a great player. He's going to be an MVP candidate in the future. Is he Luka? No, man. He's not Luka. Luka's 6'7". It's so much easier for Luka to get and do what he does because he's 6'7". Trae's like 6 foot. With that being said, man, let's kind of move on to the offseason and what I expect to come out of this offseason for the Atlanta Hawks. And I think Gallo is going to be the big moving piece. I think it's time for us to move on from Gallinari. He just didn't play well this series. He didn't really have a good season all season long. He took a step back from last year, and his field goal percentage went down. I know he was kind of banged up in and out of the lineup, but he's old, man. He's old. He can't play defense. He's slow. Gallinari is just he can be a lethal offensive player. He can knock down shots, but he just didn't do that this year. He had his games. But I think they need to move on from Gallinari. Realistically, I think they're probably going to try and move on from John Collins. I hate that. I don't want us to trade John Collins. I love his game. I think he's a really good stretch four. I mean, for the opportunities that he gets, he can hit the three. He can rebound. He can finish inside. He's getting better at playing defense. I think John Collins can be a borderline all-star or an all-star player if he's given the amount of touches and the right opportunity. I mean, we've seen what he can do. He's averaged 20 and 9 or so early when the Hawks were dog shit, obviously. But he's shown that he can be a really good player. So I hate that if we move him, but at the same time, I get it. He is the piece that's going to have the most, probably the most value, him and maybe Kevin Huerter. But let's keep in mind, man, we got a lot of draft picks. We got a lot of draft picks we can package, maybe get off the Gallinari contract. I would love to see a guy like Jaylen Brown come in. Obviously, that's not realistic, especially because of what the Celtics are doing right now. It's just not realistic. Now, at the trade deadline, it was a possibility because Boston was potentially looking to move Jaylen Brown because of how he was kind of meshing with Jason Tatum, but that's changed. That entire thing has changed. Jaylen Brown's probably out of that realm of possibility, but maybe a guy like Shea. I think it's going to be hard for somebody to pull Shea away from the Thunder, but I think what the Hawks need is a good defensive two-way wing, another two-way wing that can play at the 2 next to Dre and next to Trae, because they need defense, man. If the Hawks need defense, that was the biggest thing this year. Was why the Hawks were so bad was because of defense. And Nate McMillan, man, you gotta do a better job. For all my Hawks fans out there that hate Nate McMillan, I get it. I'm a little 50-50 on him. He had a great run with us last year to getting us to the Eastern Conference Finals. But in this Miami series, man, you cannot let a team go on that many runs, 15-0, 17-0, 18-0, 21-0 runs, and not call timeouts, man. That's just bad. That is bad coaching. and it needs to be said, I have yet to say it in any of my previous videos, it's bad coaching. It was bad coaching the entire series. I think that needs to get better. Nate McMillan, he just got a contract extension in last offseason. Do not expect Nate McMillan to get fired. He's going to be our coach next year. Let's see if he can maybe turn it around, light a fire under some guys. I think too often he's sitting there on the sidelines looking like this, you know, with his arms crossed. I think he needs to get mad more, man. You got to light a fire. I love him as a motivator. I see him in the locker room motivating the guys, but I don't know if I love him as a coach. We'll see what happens with that. I'm 50-50 on Nate. The offseason's a long period, man. So Atlanta got some moves to make. This is not the team I expect to be back for next year. I think they're going to kind of smooth out the edges of this team. I think you build around Trae, you build around Dre, you build around John Collins, but obviously, again, I think John Collins is going to be the movable piece. We'll see what happens, man. This is just all my predictions, in my opinion, of what I think should happen and what will happen. We'll see what we do in the draft. We should have probably like the 15th or 16th pick, maybe, something like that. And we have all of our draft picks, so let's see, maybe we could put a package together. Maybe make a splash, man. I want to see Atlanta make a big move this offseason. I want to see it. We need to take that next step forward. After this season, it was a disappointment. We have to take the next step forward. And I think making a big trade is going to be what Atlanta needs to do. Y'all keep a lookout on what I got coming, man. I'm going to have some more videos be coming out, more recap videos. NBA Finals, I'm going to be doing a recap for every single game of the NBA Finals. Maybe the Conference Finals too. I don't know yet. That's going to be a little bit tougher for me. I do still work an 8 to 5 job at the end of the day. So it is a little bit tough for me to get those consistent recap videos out during the playoffs. But I'm going to do my best, man. Y'all have showed the support for it. I love it. I love y'all in the comments. Appreciate all the support y'all have shown me. Heat fans, y'all have really supported me as a Hawks fan, and I appreciate that. I want to see more Hawks fans, man. I want to see more y'all in the comments and everything like that. I know there's a few of you out there, but I need more Hawks fans, man. I'm a Hawks fan at the end of the day, but I'm not a Hawks channel. Y'all keep that in mind. I'm a basketball channel. I said it earlier in the video. So y'all just keep that in mind. I got more content coming. Y'all keep it open, you know, keep a lookout for it. It's coming. It's coming in hot. This probably will be my last video that I do while I'm on vacation. I am still away from home, so y'all gonna see me back to my normal setup. I do get back home Friday, so y'all keep a lookout for this video this weekend. Probably gonna be a recap video of one of the series. We'll see what I decide to do with that, but it's coming, man. I'm not done. I'm still here. I'm still creating content. I appreciate all the love and support, man, through this series. Credit to the Heat. Y'all showed out. We'll see y'all in the Eastern Conference Finals. Well, not the Hawks, obviously, but as fans, we'll see y'all in the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm excited for the rest of the playoffs. I can't wait to watch the rest of the games. I'm really excited to see what Boston does. I'm excited to see how Memphis decides to close, if they can close out the series against the Timberwolves. I think the Warriors are going to be playing maybe tonight. I can't remember what the day is. Either way, I'm excited, man. Y'all keep a lookout for the content. I appreciate all the support. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Let me know what you think the Hawks are going to do in the offseason, what the Heat are going to do for the rest of the playoffs, all that type of good stuff. Leave a like, and I will catch y'all next episode.